Good afternoon, people. Let's start with the question. Have you ever looked at a bad grade and thought, maybe I'm just not smart enough? Or have you ever felt like a failure? If you have, then you're not alone. We have been taught our whole life that grades mean everything. If you get an A on your test, you're considered to be smart. But if you get F, you're an idiot. But is that really true? No, it's not true. Intelligence isn't about solving equations quickly or memorizing the facts. It's about adopting, creating, creativity, resilience, and so much more. Let's look at history. Albert Einstein struggled in school. Steve Jobs dropped out of college. Did their grades define their potential? No. They thought differently, they innovated, and changed the world. As Albert Einstein once told, everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. Intelligence can't be measured by grades, and people have different learning styles. Some people need time to process the information, and others need hands-on experience to understand things. And this school system doesn't support this, and it needs to be changed. Intelligence can't be measured by grades, again, yeah. As Robinson put it, schools are teaching children out of their creativity. Schools should help us develop our strengths and not just focus on grades. They test how well we memorize our facts. And if you are struggling academically, let this be your reminder. You are not a failure, and you can't be measured by a single test. And your talents, your abilities can go beyond a report card. But there is but. If you are struggling and you don't want to study at all, you're not intelligent either. There is difference between struggling academically and being lazy. If you're wasting time playing games and doing nonsense, you're not intelligent. Some of the most successful people in the world didn't have perfect grades, but they had love, they had passion, they have interest on what they do. This applies to intelligence. If you love physics, just do physics. If you love biology, just do biology. Our world shouldn't be full of scientists or mathematics. Our world also needs entrepreneurs, great leaders, musicians, artists, and so much more. Imagine this. Think about sports. If someone isn't good at basketball, does that mean they are not good at football? Or does that mean they are not good runners? Of course not. They can be good at swimming, running, or gymnastics. This intelligence works the same way. Not everyone can shine in the same areas, and that's absolutely okay. School, there are so many problems with schools. How many times have you heard your teacher say, this won't be on test, just stick to the curriculum, and this is not right way of teaching. Schools doesn't have to test how well we memorize facts. Instead, they should make us think, make us create. In real life, we are rewarded for finding the wrong answers, learning from our mistakes, and thinking outside the box. But in schools, we are rewarded for finding the right answers. Is that really true? Of course not. So, what needs to change? First of all, we have to change our mindsets about exams. Exams have turned into labels. Like I mentioned earlier, if you do well on tests, you're smart, and vice versa. But exams should be used as feedbacks. Feedbacks on how we did in a specific area of a subject. And they should not make you feel like a failure. The second one is broaden the definition of intelligence. Intelligence is not just academics. It involves emotional intelligence, creativity, resilience, problem solving, and so much more. And also, change change competition into healthy collaboration. Because not all students take competition as expected. They might be affected. Those students who are getting high grades can affect those students who are getting low grades, because they will ask themselves, why can't I do that? Am I a failure? So at that kind of situations, we should help each other grow. And also, when a student gets a low grade, what do they expect from teachers? Disappointment, criticism, judgment? No. They seek for help. At that situation, they need to be encouraged. They need tools to grow. If you're someone who is struggling, let this be your reminder. You are not a failure. And your potential can't be defined by a single test. Your talents, your skills can go beyond the perfect scores. Some of the most successful people didn't have perfect grades. Keep this in mind. You are capable of everything. You are intelligent. So let's stop letters and numbers limit our intelligence and focus on becoming the best versions of ourselves. Thank you.